Welcome to Hidden Finance, the channel where economics and finance reveal their most hidden secrets. Today, we'll uncover a new mystery that has shaped global markets and influenced the economy. The history of Vatican finances is marked by scandals and mysteries that have cast long shadows over the Institute for the Works of Religion, IOR, more commonly known as the Vatican Bank. Despite its name, the IOR has not functioned as a traditional bank, at least until recent years. Established in 1942 by Pope Pius XII, the IOR was created to manage and invest the funds of the Catholic Church, particularly those collected through Peter's pence, the donations gathered from the faithful worldwide. From its inception, the Vatican has found itself in a delicate financial position. As a tiny state with no significant economic activities, the Vatican has had to find ways to invest its funds abroad, particularly in Italy, where the IOR initially enjoyed tax advantages. However, things became more complicated in 1968, when Italy included the Vatican on the list of foreign countries subject to taxes on dividends. This led the IOR to step back from its Italian investments and seek new ways to operate without incurring heavy taxation. It is here that the darker side of the IOR's history begins. In the 1970s, the Institute developed an intricate network of shell companies located in tax havens, through which it continued to invest in Italy without revealing its ties to the Vatican. These investments, hidden under a thick veil of anonymity, allowed the IOR to channel funds to the Holy See, disguising these transactions as donations. Since donations are tax-exempt, this strategy enabled the Vatican to avoid significant tax burdens. The situation became even more complicated with the involvement of Michele Sindona, a Sicilian banker with deep connections to the IOR. Sindona, known for his ties to the mafia, established a close collaboration with the IOR through his Banca Privata Finanziaria, which would later be implicated in numerous financial scandals. The operations between Sindona and the IOR marked the beginning of a series of financial crimes that would shake the Vatican to its core. Despite initial successes, Sindona's situation deteriorated in the early 1970s when Italian authorities began investigating his activities. His banks were on the brink of collapse, and in 1974, his financial empire crumbled. The subsequent investigations uncovered a network of money laundering and other financial crimes, leading to Sindona's arrest in the United States. These investigations also revealed his connections to the IOR, raising uncomfortable questions about the Vatican's role in these illicit activities. A key figure in these investigations was Giorgio Ambrosoli, the liquidator appointed to manage the bankruptcy of Sindona's Banca Privata. Ambrosoli discovered that behind the bank's operations lay something much larger, including the involvement of the IOR. His discoveries made him a target for death threats and bribery attempts, which he steadfastly refused. However, his integrity came at a high price. In 1979, Ambrosoli was assassinated, a crime that would go unsolved for many years. Meanwhile, the IOR continued its operations, seeking new partners after Sindona's downfall. It found a new ally in Roberto Calvi, head of Banco Ambrosiano, another Italian bank embroiled in financial scandals. The joint operations between the IOR and Banco Ambrosiano further expanded the network of shell companies and opaque transactions. However, Banco Ambrosiano began showing signs of crisis in the early 1980s, with a significant budget shortfall threatening its survival. Calvi's involvement with the Masonic Lodge P2, uncovered in 1981, added another layer of complexity to the story. P2 was a secret organization involved in illegal activities, and its connection to Calvi raised suspicions about the nature of Banco Ambrosiano's operations. In 1982, Calvi fled Italy, but his body was found hanging under a bridge in London, in circumstances that suggested murder rather than suicide. The case remains a mystery, further fueling speculation about the Vatican's involvement in illegal activities. With Calvi's death, the Banco Ambrosiano scandal exploded in full force. Investigations revealed that much of the bank's operations were backed by IOR funds, funneled through shell companies and tax havens. The IOR, however, refused to cover the $1.3 billion debt that Banco Ambrosiano claimed, fearing exposure. This led to the collapse of the bank and the arrest of several executives, but the Vatican's role remained shrouded in secrecy. The IOR's involvement in illicit financial activities did not end with the Banco Ambrosiano case. In the following years, several leaks brought new scandals to light. In 2009, journalist Gianluigi Nuzzi published the book Vaticano S.p.A., based on documents from the personal archive of Cardinal Renato Dardozzi. This book revealed the existence of secret accounts and shell companies used to transfer funds opaquely, as well as ties to P2 and organized crime. The publication of Vaticano S.p.A. triggered an earthquake within the Holy See, leading to the resignation of Angelo Caloia, then president of the IOR. However, attempts to downplay the scandal as a thing of the past did not convince many, especially when in 2012 another leak, dubbed Vatileaks 1, revealed that the IOR's illicit practices had never really stopped. This new wave of scandals caused yet another reputational crisis for the Vatican, already under pressure from the scandal of sexual abuse by clergy members. In 2013, facing an increasingly untenable situation, Pope Benedict XVI announced his resignation, an unprecedented event in recent church history. He was succeeded by Pope Francis, who immediately set out to reform Vatican finances and end the abuses of power within the church. Despite Pope Francis's efforts, the shadows over Vatican finances have not easily dissipated. In 2015, another leak of confidential documents, known as Vatileaks 2, revealed that only a small portion of the funds managed by the IOR was being used for charity or the promotion of the Catholic faith, contradicting the official statements of the Holy See. This new wave of revelations also implicated prominent figures such as Cardinal Lucio Angel Vallejo Balda and Francesca Immacolata Ciauchi, who were accused of leaking confidential information. The continuous unveiling of these scandals has drawn unprecedented international attention to the Vatican's finances, leading to growing demands for transparency and accountability. Pope Francis, recognizing the gravity of the situation, initiated a series of reforms aimed at cleaning up the IOR and restoring its reputation. These reforms included the establishment of new financial oversight bodies, stricter controls on transactions, and the closure of accounts associated with individuals or entities involved in suspicious activities. One of the most significant moves in this reform process was the appointment of a new management team at the IOR, tasked with implementing the Pope's vision of a more transparent and ethical financial institution. However, the path to reform has been fraught with challenges. Internal resistance, deeply entrenched interests, and the sheer complexity of untangling decades of opaque financial practices have made progress slow and difficult. Despite these obstacles, there have been some notable successes. The IOR has made efforts to align itself with international financial standards, including joining the Council of Europe's anti-money laundering group, MoneyVal. These steps have been crucial in improving the Vatican's global financial standing and in demonstrating a commitment to transparency. However, the road ahead remains long. The legacy of past scandals continues to haunt the Vatican, and each new revelation risks undoing the progress made. The IOR's history is a stark reminder of the dangers of secrecy and the importance of accountability in financial matters, especially for an institution that holds itself to the highest moral standards. The ongoing reforms also highlight the broader challenges facing the Catholic Church in the modern world. As an institution with a global reach and significant financial resources, the Vatican must navigate the complexities of the contemporary financial system while maintaining its spiritual and moral integrity. This balancing act is not easy, and the Church's efforts to reform its finances are closely watched by both its followers and its critics. In the end, the story of the IOR is not just a tale of financial scandals. It is also a reflection of the broader struggles within the Church as it seeks to reconcile its spiritual mission with the practical realities of managing a vast and complex organization. The lessons learned from this history will be crucial as the Vatican continues to navigate the challenges of the 21st century, striving to ensure that its finances are managed in a way that reflects the values of transparency, integrity, and justice. As Pope Francis continues to push for reform, the world watches closely. The success or failure of these efforts will have profound implications not only for the Vatican's finances, but also for the Church's credibility and moral authority on the global stage. The shadows of the past may be long, but with continued effort, there is hope that they can eventually be dispelled. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like and subscribe so you don't miss the next mysteries of the economic world. But what's your opinion? Share it in the comments.